Ty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been having a lot of people from church, a lot of men from our church that are into sports, big time, kept wanting me to put this on my channel. So since we have a little bit of a incident going on, I think I'll just take a little time to talk about this. Before we get into it, I know it's early. Some of you guys might be watching this at a later time. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of y'all comments. Fellas at the church, I appreciate y'all for bringing this to me. A lot of my subscribers brought this to my attention as well. And I am going to post this particular live feed right here on my man, husband, father channel because I think it's going to be very important to put on there. So that being said, I want to say good morning to you all. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, and you guys all know that I'm very greatly appreciative of you all doing that. Do not forget to double check and make sure that you are still subscribed to my channel. Click the thumbs up button if you're on your computer. It puts my video out there in the YouTube shadow banning algorithm world. And if you are on the phone right now, you can double tap the screen and it will give the video a thumbs up. Or if you see the three dots on your screen, if you're on the phone, those three dots should allow you to click the thumbs up button. All right. So you guys know what I typically do. I usually filibuster a little bit to the 3-minute mark when YouTube puts the notifications out there. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. So for the past week or more, I've been getting a lot of people, a lot of DMs, a lot of text messages from different folks that I grew up with, especially men in the church, wanting me to hit on this subject. Man, you know, they were like, did you hear what happened to Steph Curry? Did you hear what happened to Steph Curry? And, you know, the first thing you think like, oh, man, like what? I'm thinking like, did he injure himself? I mean, might as well have. No, they're like, did he injure himself? Did he hurt himself? Is he out for the season? Is he getting traded? What? They're like, no. There's like, you remember that, you're like, you remember that conference we came from where you spoke at the men's conference and gave the whole thing of what men need to look out for and why vetting is so important and why you think vetting is like the number one foundational thing to set the stage for you futuristically. There was like, well, Steph Curry's wife went on a podcast and she completely embarrassed him. So I'm like, what? What do y'all mean? So if y'all don't know this, his wife, Aisha, I think that's how you say her name, Aisha, Ayesha, Aisha Curry went onto a podcast. And while she was on this podcast, she let it be known that she did not want to get married. She let it be known that she did not want any kids. She let it be known that she did not want to be a mother. She let it known she did not want to be a wife and be, you know, a family woman or anything like that. So, man, I guess it set the world on fire because, y'all, when I say world, I mean the world. I don't mean just America. It apparently caused a lot of people to get upset at her and cause a lot of backlash because, number one, somebody called this some years ago, Kevin Samuels. He said that that Aisha, whatever, however you say her name, I don't even know her name. I don't pay attention to it like that. He said that Aisha was being pushed to do this, and she was some way somehow used this as leverage to become like a bad B or a boss B. So Aisha, she let it be known that she let it be known that this is not what she wanted. She let it be known that she wanted to be a career woman. She said she wanted to be a career woman. And the reason why I mentioned the name Kevin Samuels is because a lot of you guys sent me a clip of Kevin Samuels actually saying that. And now what you're seeing, I think Steph Curry, he and her got married in 2011. So they've been married for what? What's that? Been married for 14 years. So anyway, folks, the reason why I'm telling you all this is the men brought it to my attention at our church, and a lot of people, y'all DM me, y'all wanted me to talk on this subject, is because you guys know how I am about relationships. You guys know how heavily I stress the importance of that is going to be the most fulfilling thing you can have while you're on this earth. Because accolades, titles, rings, trophies, yeah, those things are really, really nice. But the things that's going to matter the most is the impact you leave on your family, the legacy you leave with your family, the legacy you leave with your wife, the legacy you leave with your husband, the legacy you leave with your kids, the legacy that you leave with family members, period. So the reason why I know that y'all wanted me to talk about this is because of the fact that I said it's very, very, very important that while you're in the process of courting someone or dating someone, it's very important that you talk about everything each one of you want to pursue. And her words were, I never wanted to be married. I never wanted to have kids. I never wanted to be a mother. I never wanted to be this wife who did these things. I always wanted to be the boss. She pretty much said she wanted to be the breadwinner. She said Steph Curry at first said that he wanted to go into coaching. He wanted to be a coach. Well, Steph Curry, as y'all can see, who's a crazy, crazy superstar, Steph Curry is like one of the ultimate things that you would think that most women would want, which is a very, 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 very important lesson here to a lot of my young females to show y'all. Steph Curry, good looking guy, top tier athlete, definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer, broke records that's unimaginable when it comes to shooting, inspired a whole generation of young kids. He changed the game. Besides, I'm just being real with y'all. Michael Jordan changed the game of basketball as far as skills and the fadeaway shot, things of that sort, right? Michael Jordan changed the NBA. Shaquille O'Neal, when it comes to being a big man, changed the NBA. There will never be another Jordan. There will never be another Shaquille O'Neal. There will never be another LeBron James. There will never be probably another Steph Curry. How did Steph Curry change the game? Steph Curry came in and was one of the first people I ever saw. He is the only person I ever saw that shoots like he does. He don't see the three-point line. He will shoot from anywhere, and he is very accurate with his shooting. Steph Curry is going to go down as being someone that changed the NBA. Jordan changed the NBA with what he did. Shaq changed the NBA with what he did. Steph Curry changed the NBA with what he did. Now everybody in the NBA is trying to shoot threes now. Everybody in the NBA is trying to shoot threes now because of what Steph Curry did, right? Now, with that being said, you would think that any woman would be satisfied with a husband that's like that. And on top of that, he's Christian. He didn't want to sign deals with certain brands if they weren't going to let him pretty much implement his Christianity into it, right? Family man, love his kids. He love his wife. He does what a man do. He parades his wife. He lifts his wife up. He talks about his wife. So after all that, still not good enough. That still was not good enough. So that's why it's very important that when you vet, man, y'all, it's so important. Get this stuff out. Be real with yourself, ladies. Be real with yourself, men. Be real with yourself. When I was dating my wife, me and my wife spent all our time basically talking about our dreams, our aspirations, things of that sort. When my wife said to me, just think, I was coming out of high school. My wife was already graduated out of college. She was already out of college, and I was still in high school, and my wife is out of college when I met her, when we were dating. And the things that my wife and I talked about, she knew what I was going to go to college for, right? We discussed everything before we start discussing us. Some of y'all not going to catch that. We discussed everything that we aspire to do as individuals before we start discussing us, like me and you being an item. So in other words, folks, this is where things can fall between the cracks when people don't understand, when people tell you all the time, try to be friends first. See, if you go into it initially with literally a mindset of, I'm just trying to figure out who you are. I'm not trying to be your man yet. I'm not trying to make you my girl yet. It can lead to that. But right now, my mindset is simply set on who you are as a woman. And her mindset should be set on who I am as a man, but not crossing over that mental or emotional barrier saying, I'm going to make you my woman and you're going to make me your man. We're not going to cross that yet. I'm just trying to figure out who you are. So let me do some vetting. Let me find out who your mom is. Let me find out who your father is. I want to talk to your mother, talk to your father. Your father and mother will let me know about what type of person you are. And at the same time, you can do the same thing with me. You can talk to my mom. You can talk to the man that I was living with at the time, which is my pastor. Talk to my pastor. Ask him. Talk to my pastor's wife. Ask them about me. Ask them, how do I move? Ask them, how do I operate? Ask them if I actually mentioned the things that I mentioned to you. Ask them, did Ty say that he wants to go into medicine? Did Ty say he wants to be this? Did he say he wants to be that? Did he say he want to go into ministry? Did Ty say this? And I'm going to do the same thing. Did Sharice say she wants to do this? She wants to do that? How is she as a daughter? How does she move? How does she operate? Is she disrespectful? Is she loving? Is she kind? Does she have a mouth on her? Is she for the streets? She can ask the same thing of me. Get the vetting and everything out, and vet very, very hard. Because to be honest with you, I believe that if Steph Curry and his wife would have had this conversation, if she would have expressed to Steph Curry, like, I don't want to be a wife. I do not want to be a wife. I don't want to get married. I don't want any kids. Let's be honest. Do you really think that if she would have told Steph Curry that if she really did want that as a woman, you think Steph Curry would have asked her to marry him? Do you really believe that? And at the same time, if she desired that and she said that's what she ultimately and that's what she really wanted, now as a woman, I would say this, and it might come off as being, some of y'all won't understand this perspective. She lied. Steph Curry's wife lied. She lied when she said yes. Okay, let me slow down for y'all. When Mrs. Curry, Steph Curry's wife, when she said on the podcast, I never wanted to be a mother. I never wanted to be a wife. I never wanted to get married. I never wanted to be this old family woman. I wanted to be a boss woman. I wanted to be a boss. I wanted to be pretty much what the feminist movement, the radical feminist movement push. I want to be that. If she was true to herself, she never should have said yes when he proposed to her. So that makes her a liar. So the reason why this can be important is because the foundation of Steph Curry and his wife's marriage, the foundation of it was founded on a lie. And had she not said yes to Steph Curry, we would not be having this conversation right now. So now, what does Steph Curry do from here? Will this tarnish his legacy in basketball? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then she gets on there. She's with Jada Pinkett Smith on his round table. And she says, I see that Steph Curry gets all this attention. I see, and she said, I know that these women want Steph Curry. I know that they look at my husband. And she goes, but I wonder, does anybody want me that way? Not that I saying that just what she said, not that it's saying that I want and anything like that. She said, but I just, like, she wants to know, that men look at her, that men desire her. What? What? You see what I'm saying? She wants to know that she still got it. She wants to know if men want to smash, is what she's saying. All because of who her husband is and what, man, let's keep it real, y'all. I talk about this all the time. Look, when you are a star athlete, you get women that want you all the time. You do. You have to have discipline. You have to be strong. You have to have intellect. You have to have a strong mind to turn that stuff down and turn that stuff away. You just do. Let's just keep it real. But to turn around and on national, on worldwide television and to say, basically, I want men to want to have sex with me just so I can know that I am good looking, just so I can know that I have it. That is an insecurity that's like of major that's a major insecurity that needs to have some layers unpeeled to get to the root cause. Because as a husband, if my wife, who I've been married to for 24 years, if my wife expressed to me that because of what I do and how I'm a public speaker, how and things like that, and how I am on YouTube, and how we go to these content creator events, and how I speak at events all the time, if my wife was to say to me, Ty, I know all these people you shake hands with, and I know all these women, I see how some of them look at you, I see this, da-da-da-da, I know these women desire you, Ty, da-da-da-da-da, but I want to make sure that these men are looking at me the same way. I want to know that I still got it. What? So the part that's being missed here is like in Steph Curry case, and yes, I can speak to this because I was an athlete, went to almost, man, missed going to Rio. I missed going to Rio by a quarter of an inch, okay? Almost qualified for the Olympics for Rio, okay? Some people don't understand this, and I'm just keeping it 100% real. I'm keeping it 100% real. If you have ever been a star athlete like I was or anything like that, our mindset, a lot of us, not everybody, but individuals like this, our mindset is not like, yeah, I know all these women want me. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I know these women want me. You want to know why? Because certain individuals, certain athletes, especially like y'all don't have to believe me. I can show y'all my accolades and everything. I can show y'all me winning the Junior Olympics. I can show you guys me all these kind of awards. NAACP awards. I can show you World Championship awards. I can show you me being in the Hall of Fame. I can show you all of those things. But most people that are driven, like some athletes are, most people that are driven in a certain type of way, we operate and move in a certain type of way to where that's the least of the things that we're thinking about. We don't sit there and think about all day long. Yeah, I know these women. I know these women want me. Yeah, I know I'm fine. I know I'm good looking. Yeah, I know I can get any piece of booty I want to. Yeah, no, your mind is set on these records. Your mind is set on being a top tier athlete. Your mind is set on your craft. Am I still working hard enough in the gym? Am I still working hard enough on the track? Am I doing enough? I wonder what my enemies are doing right now. That's how we refer to our opponents. I wonder what my opponents are doing right now. Are they working harder than me? Are they doing this harder than me? Yeah, maybe I need to go to two a days now. I'm gonna start doing 2 a days now because I know they're trying to come for me because I'm top tier. I know they're trying to come after me. You know what? I'm going for that record. When you are in that mindset like that, you're not sitting there thinking, oh man, I wonder if I still got it. I wonder if I still got it. I wonder if these women still want me. I just need to know that I am desired by all these different women. Now, to fast forward, with me being married 24 years, y'all, those of you that know me and have been with my channel long enough, y'all know exactly what type of person I am. Y'all, a lot of you guys that I've personally helped, whether it was spiritually, whether it was financially, you guys all know me well enough to know that what I'm about to say is not a out-of-pocket bragging type thing. But let me just tell you right now, folks, we all look in the mirror at ourselves, right? We all look at the mirror at yourselves. I know that I'm not, I know that I'm not an ugly person. I know that I'm in really, really good shape to be 43. I know that I look really, really young to where I keep on being mistaken for being in my early 30s. I know that. I don't go around parading myself and wondering if all these different women in these different medical facilities or all these different women that I meet when I go to these public speaking events, I don't go around wondering if these women look at me and go, "Ooh, I bet you, I wonder if they think I'm sexy. I wonder if they think like, oh my God, I would love to be with Ty. I wonder if they sit there and think like, I would love to be Ty's wife. I wonder if they sit there and think things like, oh my God, if Ty was ever to get divorced, I don't, what? We don't think like that. I'm talking about men that are the men that move and operate like I do. We don't sit there and think like that. We don't care about that dumb stuff. So when I just gave y'all the breakdown on how a lot of athletes that move and operate like I do with this mindset, that when it comes to being an athlete and a superior athlete, that all our biggest thing is focusing on our craft, but then at the same time, just like me, Steph Curry has a family. I will be able to show you guys newspaper articles. I was 17 years old, and I have a newspaper article that I will show you guys that it said at that age, Ty Smith seems to be very, very mature for his age, because Ty Smith says whether he makes it to the Olympics or not, the number one thing that Ty Smith wants is to be married and have a family. That was my number one thing, right? So check this out. Although being a star athlete, although my boys on the basketball team and the track team was saying, man, all these hoes want you, man. Hoes for one. I don't care. I don't want that. Dude, the top tier cheerleaders, they trying to come at you, dude. They trying to come at you. Dude, that's not me. That's not how I operate. Man, Ty, I don't know, everybody, we don't know what's going on with Ty, man. This dude can get so much pee. He just turning all of them down. But bro, people starting to think that you gay. Read the newspaper. What does it say? Man, I mean, I understand that you want this is what they would try to tell me. I understand that you want a family and you want to be married and everything now, man. But bro, you young right now, man. You get so much P word right now, bro. You can be, I don't care. That's not how I'm moving. That's not how I operate. That's not what I want. I'm focusing on breaking these records at every track meet I go to, which I did. I held the indoor state. I held the indoor, y'all look it up. I held the indoor Illinois triple jump record, the longest any athletes ever had. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm putting this stuff out there so I can get you to understand how a lot of athletes move, okay? So now, the way that I was focused on my craft as being an athlete, that's the same way I wanted to focus on my craft at being a husband and being a father. I put that much work into it. I put that much study into it. I put that much praying into it. That was my number one focus. So all that other noise, all that other, oh dude, I'm pretty sure women still come at you. Oh dude, I'm pretty sure they look at you and think you're good looking. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't care about that. I don't think about that. You know what I still think about? My sons being 23 and 21 years old right now. Me being married to my wife for 24 years. That was my craft. That was what I focused on. When I go to speaking events, y'all, let's keep it real. When I go to speaking events, there's beautiful women everywhere. But my mind is not like, ooh, she beautiful. Come on, let's keep it real. If I see a Ferrari, I'm going to say that is a beautiful car. If I see a jacked up looking car with rust stains and it's backfire and everything, I'm going to say that's a jacked up car. That doesn't mean that I want to be with any one of those cars. You just recognize, let's keep it real. Cut the bull crap, man. There's good looking women. There's ugly women. There are good looking men. There are ugly men. That's it. So if anybody try to put things out there like, oh yeah, but it's desirable, that's your problem. Yes, there are people that are top tier athletes that are sleeping with a lot of women. That's their desire. That's what they wanted. The Bible says you are tempted when you are drawn away by your own lust. That never was an issue of mine. Now, the reason why I'm saying it is this. Steph Curry said the opposite. Steph Curry comes from a two-parent home. He comes from a loving home. He comes from a home where his dad was in the NBA. His brother is in the NBA, and Steph Curry himself is in the NBA. Steph Curry comes from an environment of family. He comes from an environment of togetherness. He comes from an environment of love where they had dinner together, where they played board games together, where the main focus was about being family, right? So now imagine being in his shoes right now to find out that your wife, she don't say this to you behind closed doors. She don't express this to you throughout y'all 14-year marriage. But she waits to get on a podcast and let the whole world know that she did not want to be married, that she did not want any kids, she did not want to be a wife, she did not want to be the mother at home cooking and cleaning and doing any of those things like that, which, you know, being that rich, you really, you probably got people doing that for you. She did not want to be the mother to go there to her kids' projects and her kids' games and things like that. She did not want to be that. What she wanted to be was a single boss, top tier boss woman. So can you imagine, as a husband, this getting brought back to you and your wife did this on a world stage? I would feel like my wife don't even want me currently right now. And I would be concerned, why are you worried about other men looking at you and desiring you when I'm your husband? You know how I would feel as a husband? I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling you right now. I would be super. My wife right now, I love my y'all. 24 years of my wife. Come on now, you already know. But if my wife was to get on a world stage to tell the whole world she never wanted to marry me, she never wanted to have, see, I'm taking that personally. What? So all this time you've been lying to me. How do I know you ain't been fake? You've been faking everything? You've been faking like you were happy in this marriage? You've been faking like you were happy with our kids? You've been faking like you was loving my mom. I'm not saying that she wasn't, guys, but I'm just telling you, this is what it would do to a man's brain. You've been faking this whole time, so you didn't want to marry me. Why'd you say yes? I'm putting you up on a pedestal. You the first person I go to when I win something. You the first person I ran to when I broke the records. You the first person that I ran to when I got another accomplishment. You the first person I think about when I get out of the showers and want to come home to. You and my kids are all I think about when I get away from all this mess. And this is literally how I'm not saying Steph Curry says these things. I'm just saying, based off of what Steph Curry do say, that's the way I'm just thinking that he's saying. But I just know as myself, these are the things that I thought about. These are the things that I cared about. When I got home from track meets, from coming from Barcelona, Spain, and different things like that, my mind was set on coming into that house and seeing my kids go, Daddy, and seeing my wife and talking with my wife, letting her know how things went, da-da-da-da. The whole ride home or the whole flight home, all I thought about was my wife and coming home to my kids. So can you imagine years down the road, your wife saying, I didn't want that. I didn't want him. Because basically that's pretty much what it's saying. When you say you didn't want to get married, what I'm taking from that is you're telling me you didn't want me. You didn't want to marry me. You didn't want to be with me. You didn't want to have kids with me. Woo! Now some of y'all can sit there and pull off this bull crap like, man, I'll just bull crap. When you invest yourself in your family, when you invest yourself in your wife, when you open yourself up and put everything that's about you, when you make yourself vulnerable to your wife, but then your wife goes on the world stage and does that, yeah, that would piss me off. And let's keep it real, that would hurt. That I would like, you know what? Don't even come home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, you know what I'm saying? Babe, my guys, look, y'all, because this is what y'all don't understand. I hope that Steph Curry, which I believe he did, there's a lot of mental gymnastics and there's a lot of mental things you can pick up on by being an athlete. If you've never been a top tier athlete like I was, I'm telling y'all, playing basketball and doing track and field, there's a lot of trash talk. There's a lot of mind games that goes on in the sport. So if you stay in sports long enough, you learn these mind tricks. You learn how they try to take you out your game. You learn how they try to throw you off your game. So can it affect your performance? And the reason why I'm saying that is because I hope Steph Curry has enough intelligence to where he can apply what he's learned from basketball in those strategies mentally to not let this affect his game that's going to be forthcoming. Because y'all know, you know what can come with that. Some of y'all see this one saying, I know some of y'all don't understand this part. It's one thing if Steph Curry was just somebody that y'all did not know and this was happening. But it's another thing when you are a top tier, world class, living legend, Hall of Fame athlete right now. And now, if Steph Curry is going to be on the court playing basketball, now those athletes, his opponents, might use that against him to trash talk him to throw off his game. Yeah, it's a personal shot. There's some boundaries that should not be crossed when it comes to playing sports and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Keeping wife, keeping kids and things like that out, keeping like personal things out of the game. Trash talking is one thing, but y'all know these are things that is going to be affecting him playing his game. Now, see this, I know some of y'all don't get it. Now, imagine like, for example, imagine if that was your wife. If this is my wife, anything that Steph Curry does from now on, if my wife comes up, good job, baby. Oh my God, baby. Is she for real? Anything. Steph Curry, when Steph Curry retires from the NBA and they go to that ceremony where Steph Curry gets his Hall of Fame, why in the world would Steph Curry say, I would like to thank my wife? When he receives the Hall of Fame, and I told y'all, most men, you don't have to be an athlete, but any man in this chat right now, am I lying when I say this? When you do something great, when you accomplish something, isn't your wife the first person that you just want to look at so you just be like, baby, look, we did it, babe. Or babe, look, I did it. Honey, I just fixed it. Baby, I just did it. Guess what, babe? This happened. Hey, honey, da-da-da-da-da. When your wife comes to you with an issue and you fix that problem, whether it's a car, whether it's something in the house, whether you took care of a financial issue, the person that you look to for that affirmation, you look at your wife. We're wired that way. And now, with her doing that, man, anything Steph Curry does from here on out, no matter what she says, naturally, his brain is going to make him question this. Okay, is she really happy about this? Is she really happy I won? Is she really happy that I just got another accolade? Is she really happy I just got another, award? Now, with that being said, fellas, and I know some of y'all in here that's listening to me right now, I know a lot of y'all are not Christian, but men at church, now you can understand why I tell you guys that if you form a strong relationship with Christ and you do the same thing like Jesus did and like Jesus said, where you do what you do to please the Father, then listen to me, because y'all, you have to listen to this part. If you are a Christian man, you should be moving and doing things as a man, as a husband, as a father, for the sole reason of pleasing God. If you do that, it will be hard for you to be affected, because you know what? He will never disappoint you. He will never fail. He will never turn his back on you. He will never betray you. He is always there. He's the one rooting for you. He's the one champion for you. So if you do it that way, where you form that strong relationship with Christ, and you move as a man, as a husband, as a father, for the sole purpose of pleasing the Father, then guess what? Getting the praise of men, look, I know y'all, some of y'all, this is going to be hard for some of y'all. Getting the praise of men, getting the praise of people, getting the praise of family will be of none effect, because you know that you're doing it for the sole purpose of pleasing the Father. So long as God is pleased with what I'm doing, the praises, the encouragement, the pat on the backs, you are great, man. It's good. It's fine. But as long as it's pleasing to him, as long as it's pleasing to him. So in this case, should Steph Curry, the ultimate question I got was, should Steph Curry get a divorce or a separation? No, no. What needs to happen, and this is what the men asked me, should Steph Curry get divorced, separated from his wife? And then they said, Ty, if this was you, what would you do? I wouldn't get legally separated from my wife, but I would tell my wife, don't come home. Or I would tell my wife, I'm gonna go stay in one of my other houses and I'm gonna just chill out for a while I let all this process, because you just embarrassed me on a world stage. I'm gonna let all this process right now. And don't, you already opened your mouth up to the world, but can you not tell anybody that you and I are not gonna be staying in the same house for a little bit? Don't just keep that between me. Can you do that? Because in a marriage anyway, you're not supposed to be putting your business out to everyone anyway, right? That's what I would do. And then as far as divorcing my wife, no. But what I would do after I allow my hurt to go down, after I allow all my thoughts to collect, after I allow my heart rate to go down, after I allow the embarrassment to go down, I would get with my wife and I would work strongly on the issue that my wife have, to where you wanted to be in this place of being this top tier business boss lady. How can you not do that now with all the money that I have? How can you not go and start your own business? How can you not go and be a boss? How can you not go and do the things that you still want to do, knowing that I am a multi-millionaire? So is it really about you wanting to be this boss woman that you said, not being a mother? Because guess what? You don't want to be a mother? Okay. I and my parents will take care of the kids. Let's move the kids away from you, Mom. Now what? Oh, you said you want to be a career woman. What career do you want? Go start it right now. Go do it right now. Go do it. Oh. Is that what you want? What's stopping you from doing it? Because with all the resources that Steph Curry has, they can do it. What's stopping Aisha Curry from doing the very thing she won this podcast complaining about? What's stopping her from doing it? So that would be my thing. I would want to know the root cause of why you think you're going to find fulfillment in that. And guys, I'm going to leave y'all with this right here. The Bible says the eyes are never satisfied and the belly is never full. What that means is this. No matter, I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to help. This can help you out a lot right here. I'm trying to slow down because my brain is flying. No matter what you achieve in life, no matter the highest degrees you achieve in life, no matter the highest accolades you achieve in life, you are still going to be driven and geared to want more of something. It will never go away until the day you die. It won't. It won't. I'm trying to help you. I've been there, am there. And you always, if you're driven, you always look for the next thing. Okay. I want to have multiple houses in multiple states. Okay. Check. Okay. Ooh, now what? Let me see. I want to break these records. Okay. Check. Your brain, your body goes, okay, now we done that. What's next? Okay, I want to start a program where I do mentorship with children. Check. Okay, what's next? Okay, I want to do mentorship with middle-aged men. Boom. Check. Okay. What's next? How about we do something at church where we actually put these little small tiny homes together for the homeless people, and then we buy out this lot and we put them on there and we do, okay, check. Okay, done. What's next? You just received You just received the NC. I mean, you just received the NAACP highest achievement for a black man award. There we go. All right. It's up on the, it's up, you know, it's up in the library where my other achievements are. Okay. Check. Oh, you went down for being on the, Ty, you are now inducted into the Hall of Fame. Okay. Check. What's next? Because once you reach a certain amount of satisfaction, it dies down. How many times have you changed your room in your house? How many times have you go, you know what? I don't want this carpet anymore. I want to put down some hardwood flooring. Okay, this looks good. It lasts for how long before you go, okay, you know what? I want to paint the walls. Okay, yeah, now that we paint the walls, I want to have this decoration. Okay, now, you know what? I want like a beach-like thing to the house now. It's always ever changing. It's always the next level. It's always what's going to be the next peak. It's always going to be what's going to be the next project. What's going to be the next thing. Got the houses, got the cars, got those things. So what I'm telling you that for is that it's never going to go away. So you're not going to find satisfaction in become. I'm a director. Oh my God, my mentor, Dr. Wendell Becton. He's a modern Renaissance man. Shout out to my guy, Dr. Wendell Becton, who got into medicine. Dr. Becton, go off, become a huge, major doctor in sports medicine. Does the ultimate thing that doctors want, right? You want to get on a professional team. Dr. Becton does that, right? Gets with the St. Louis Cardinals. Then gets a World Series ring. Highest achievement. Dr. Becton still goes up. What do you mean, Ty? He was in the Air Force. He flew a fighter jet in the Air Force. Dr. Becton flew a fighter jet. I don't know if y'all understand what it takes to do that. Dr. Becton flew a fighter jet in the Air Force. Check. Guess what happened? Dr. Becton crossed over from being in the Air Force to being in the Army. Check. Dr. Becton, hey, Ty, we got to get together. Let's go hunting, man. Let's go do some hunting. Check. Hey, Ty, come, man. I got some off-road ATVs and da-da-da-da-da. Check. Dr. Becton raised his children, grown. Check. Been married for 30-some plus years. Check. But yet at the same time, there's still a drive to get to what's going to be my next goal, what's going to be my next accomplishment. So what I'm saying that for is that even if you do achieve what you feel may be the highest level of something, your brain is wired in a way to where it's going to look for the next thing. But you know what? You will find no better fulfillment, no better satisfaction in being and raising and having a family. That's the ultimate thing. And then to see your legacy, to see what came out of your body, gets pushed through your children, and your children have children, and all that started from you. And you're going to be able to leave something like that behind. Because guys, I promise you, medals, awards, all those things fade. They fade. They go away. But what's going to stay forever is the legacy of the seed or the children, your children's children that you left behind. See, I don't know what the world is going to be like 100 years from now. I won't be here. But YouTube, if it's still around, I don't know, guys. I don't know if YouTube is still going to be around 100 years from now. But what my great grandchildren will be able to do is say, I had a great-great-great-grandfather named Ty Smith. They called him Modern Renaissance Man. Here is his memoirs. All his videos are on the internet. All his videos are saved on this zip drive. I can go back and look to see what my great-grandfather talked about, what my great-great-grandfather talked about, what my great-great-great-grandfather looked about. Oh, this is why I know how to play. This is why I'm able to play all these different instruments, because my great-grandfather did it. He doesn't know how to read music, but he can play 5 different instruments. Oh, maybe this is the reason why I'm really athletic. Maybe this is the reason why we're all over 6 feet tall. Maybe because they get to go back and see where it all came from. That's a legacy that I'll be proud that when I die, that I'll be leaving behind, knowing that these videos I do on the internet, that I'm true to myself, that I was true to being a man, true to being a husband, true to being a father, true to doing things the right way. Nobody can ever come out and say he had an affair. Absolutely not. I don't move that way. That stuff doesn't tempt me. Now, food, that's a different ballgame now. Anyway, do y'all understand what I'm getting at? So, imagine Steph Curry, all the things he's done. Y'all know the world is geared towards negativity. All the stuff that Steph Curry done is going to be this thing because people are so geared towards negativity that can stand out like a sore thumb. You don't believe me? Look at Will Smith. Oh my God, look at Will Smith. All the stuff that Will Smith done. All the movies, the laughs, the songs he's written. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. All those great things that Will Smith did. But what do y'all know him most as of right now? Leave it in the chat right now. Answer that question right now. What is Will Smith mostly known for now, y'all? What, come on, let's keep it real and I'll let y'all go. Oh my God, Red said, I like pretty girls. Oh my God, don't do that. Oh man. Oh, y'all horrible here. Some of y'all are horrible. That I like pretty girls was so cringe. But some of y'all know. Thank y'all for being honest. Some of y'all are too funny about these Diddy parties and stuff like that. Yes, Will Smith is going to be gone down for number one, slapping Chris Rock. Number two, the embarrassment that Jada Pinkett Smith did on him. So, same as me, when I told you guys about the legacy being left behind, Will Smith's grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren will be able to see possibly all the stuff that he's done. But I guarantee you what's going to stick out like a sore thumb is him smacking Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett sleeping with her son's friend. That's some pedophilia-like type stuff right there. I'm just telling y'all straight up. I mean, how long was she? I'm not even about to get all into that, though. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all being in here and rocking this out. Don't forget that once this video is over with, that you guys let me know what y'all think about this by putting in the comment section. And I will be posting this video to my Man, Husband, Father channel. If y'all don't know this, I have another YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father that I post on as well. So with that being said, again, appreciate y'all taking y'all time out of y'all day to view this video, pre-recorded and all that great stuff. I hope and pray that all you guys is listening right now, whether you are trolling or not, I really do hope and pray that y'all marriages are going good. I hope that y'all can try to make things work out. I hope y'all can make it stick together, whatever like that. You can shoot me an email if you might want to have some sort of counseling. I'm been pushed to do a Patreon where I do relationship and marriage counseling on a personal basis. I'm trying. I'm so busy with stuff, y'all. I wouldn't want to open something up like that and then don't actually commit to it like I should, because we got so many mentorship programs going on, speaking events going on. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to still give y'all the content on YouTube, a lot of stuff going on. So I might, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. But anyway, with that being said, folks, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.